We asked a really, 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 really interesting and very simple question. I believe a very good question. Um, I know traditionally you probably seen me in a chair. It doesn't work for me. Them chairs will tear your back up. Okay. We are getting our studio ready. We got lots to talk about. Um, so we started the broadcast already. As you're tuning in, come on in. I'm Clyde Yorkshire. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now we had a previous, or if you want to leave and go watch what we did already, go ahead. Go right ahead. Or if you're probably over there doing that. So I was talking a little bit about what black women are planning to do for the next couple of years. And we're gonna name this townhouse talk. Okay, we're gonna change that instead of um, Clyde AM radio. I think I just wanted to change this to town hall talk because we're gonna have some small little town houses here, and we're gonna help fix up things. Now I can be a little bit uh, uh, conservative, extra conservative to me. That's what you call conservative? Yeah, to me, I'm a little extra. Because my grandmother was conservative. My grandmother way of her life was conservative to me. When I saw old white folks, I would wave to them. To me, that was being conservative. If I saw an animal that was hurt, I wouldn't be like, oh, F that animal. I would see if I could help do something. To me, that was being conservative. That's what I've always understood conservatism to me is also to use your money wisely and use it for things that was going to benefit your community or your household. To me, that's why I was always a conservative because that's what I thought conservatism actually meant. I did not think or believe for 1 minute conservative was some high rich white club where white men play golf and make a bunch of crazy decisions on the world and have nuclear weapons to blow up the galaxy. I never thought that. And some people are claiming, hey, you're not a real black person because you are part or you're thinking that you're so naive. This is what some of them say. But I am here to give you a clear vision of tomorrow for black folks. And I am here to show you a deep, dark, nasty community that, what's going on, baby? That is being cleansed respectfully, that is starting with black men, and black men are going to begin to what's going on, everybody? Somi, what's up, baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We are going to show you a new black community, one that, if any of you know about black folks, you're going to see that is how we used to be. We were a community that did business and production. We were a community that had industry. We were a community that respected one another. And we were very intelligent, and we were the key to America. Black folks is still the key to America. Problem is that we're being mismanaged, we're being malfunctioned, and we're being bled dry. And, we're the goose with the golden egg. And it is time for a real change. And it's going to be a little bit abrupt. I'm from New York City. I was born in 1980. I am basically, I'm an extraterrestrial too. I'm telling people the truth before we get started. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I am very different. I am a time traveler. I am not afraid to say this in front of the government because there are levels to the government. I am a flat minded earth person. I believe in truthful, the firmament. So be careful when you say to me, oh, this and that, because I don't think the way the average Negro think. I've traveled the world already. I've been everywhere from Europe to Africa. I've lived in these places. I've in the Middle East to Asia, and I'm from Manhattan. I was born in Manhattan. I've been to over 40 states. So again, you're talking to a well polished African American person, okay? And what we were now talking about is black women and what can they expect. This is very unfortunate. Black women, unfortunately, have been the cattle and the mule that the Democrats have used for the last 7 because they're running away from them. So the last 7 years they've pulled away from them. But for the last 40, 50 years, and this is what happened with the breakdown of the homes and the fathers being thrown out the house. The Democrats came up with this elaborate scheme, ladies and gentlemen, that would keep them in power. And when that crashed, they moved on and said, "Hey, well, we got to open up the border and let any and everybody in," which is going to mess up the people who made investments in America, in the Middle East, people in Europe who made investments here based off of immigration. They paid, no offense, like Saudi Arabia, just no offense, Dubai, Qatar, they pay good money to have good fucking passports. They have safe countries and they want entry in here and they want industry and business, right? No offense. And so they pay. Japanese do too. I'm telling you the truth. Jordanians, that's why they come here and fucking Omaha or Montana or New Jersey or Rhode Island or Connecticut. They come here, they do good business. Right? And so these people are upset. It's like energy versus oil, right? You got the people who paid to have their niggas come up in here from Turkey and everything, right? And you let in these niggas. That's what's really going on. Wait, let me finish. Same thing with India. Thank you. Shout out to India. India pays good money and they give good services. So do the Philippines, to bring real qualified workers to the United States of America, and they take over industries. Hispanics are very well at doing this. Caribbean too. I gotta give y'all props. Jamaicans, them niggas is like this small, a penny of a fucking country. You hear me? On some Lincoln shit, right? They're very small, but these people pack a good punch. Where people will say, has the nickname in America, Jamaicans work 3 jobs. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because they're hard workers. Now you have the Negro crew, who are under the care and keeping and trust of the Democrat Liberal Jewish Party. With all due respect, the George Soros of the world, who connected with the Jesse Jackson, the Negro circuit, okay? Now, these niggas are backing a stupid system. And they're using the black church, which is the helm of the stack of the Freedmans and the black structural HBC, Masonic, Freemason, whatever you think black folks is. That shit is not who black people really are. So let me just say, but the church is the hierarchy of all of that shit, okay? Now, these people have destroyed the legacy and the meaning of black folk. The folk that got you, the Martin Luther King Boulevards and the Malcolm X Boulevards, them niggas put in work. You hear me? The people that got you, Black History Month, them niggas put in real work. They put in Million Man March type of work. Black folk today is putting in colorful hair and sexual arguments to help their black agenda. This is a backwards community that is not only dysfunctional in all of its ministry systems, but they're dysfunctional in their personal health. This is a reality, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what happens when this crew of people change? There's a reckoning. That reckoning is here. And it's not a joke. When I saw, and I felt bad for black women, they were signing up to this defund the police bullshit. This sexuality, trans child, military, trans, medicational arguments. I said, what the fuck is black women doing? Why the fuck is that your argument? What do you got to do with any of this shit? Sit your black ass down over here, because we still got black shit to talk about. Oh, I'm over here with the breast cancer crew. I'm over here with the cancer crew. I'm over here with the global warming people. Black women, what the fuck is you doing? I'm over here with the pro-lifers. I'm over here with the liberals. I'm over here with the Democrats, the Russia investigation. And I'm sitting here looking at black people. I said, what the fuck is black women doing? Respectfully, I said she must have not really knew what the Civil War was about. The blue coats, the red coats, and all this other kind of stuff. Like, you must not understand the Willie Lynch. What is you doing? Oh, no, it's the white man. The conservatives, the Republicans, white folks are bad. And the black woman has been hurt more than anything. And there's a bunch of people like Kamala Harris who's going to show you who we are. They think I ain't preaching. I don't care if this shit gets seen today or next year. You hear me? We on one. Listen to me. The highest number of black women to ever support voting and participating was just the last election that President Trump lost. Mail-in ballots came in that was out of the twilight zone. You got a county that's only got 34,000 people. Well, 200,000 voted. This is what was happening all across America. We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. We should have mind our motherfucking business. Our French toast business. We should have mind our business. When we saw the Russia investigation was happening between the Clintons and all of these other officials around the world against the United fucking States, that's treason. You stay the frick away from that. Black folks should have had, as we notorious did, should have had nothing to do with that. The insurrection, edited tapes, the falsified arguments. Black women, you should have mind your business and stayed out of it. I ain't saying nothing wrong. Black men always stood on business. And that's why I do respect the Nation of Islam. I do respect the Hebrew Israelites and the Moors and all them shit. I respect you niggas. You be out there, Guardian Angels and Black Panthers and shit like that. I respect all of those guys. They stand for something. It may not be right, but they're trying to stand against what they think is wrong. And as an American, you know the deep state is wrong. You know corrupting the media is wrong. You know creating fake people and giving fake Social Security to people who don't even freaking exist and letting that go on is wrong. The government should not be doing that. Mass spying on people. Black women, you should stay out of that shit. Don't give me no Eric Snowden shit. You should stay out of it and not get with the liberals and the left for any of this shit. You should stay out of it. Defunding the police, you should mind your goddamn black ass business. And that goes for black men too. We know better. We stay out of shit like that. But you should have mind your goddamn business. Yet, you made bad decisions and you used our ancestors falsely to make it seem like this is why you're going against Republicans and Donald Trump. Because somehow the black people who marched on Selma, somehow the black people from way back there, okay, on Bloody Sunday, would have been against him. Would have been against this party. Would have been against this social structural order that's happening right now. You are a liar. Traditional black people would have loved Trump. They loved Reagan. Traditional black people, not just Mike Tyson. See, when black people nature turn good again and we ain't hateful again, that's when they talk about us. If I was sitting here with a white co-host trying to talk sense into blacks and whites, Indians, Hispanics, Americans, Jews, Christians, they would say that that nigga right there ain't shit because you should be here with an all black panel talking about the white man has fucked us over and he's owe us some money. I don't got time for stupid niggas. I'm, look, don't sell me a space story. I told you, I think the earth is flat. So bring it down. You can't just throw me all over the place and talking stupid stuff. What has one got to do with the other? It got a lot to do with the other. So I'm not your average Negro. We do a little bit of thinking around here. I'm not afraid to be wrong. Don't tell me everything is going good. I prefer when we had payphones. I prefer when we didn't have cameras all over the goddamn place. And I prefer where I got to be a kid and I didn't have to think about racism. I prefer that time. And I think we're going to go back to that time. I think it's only a matter of time. And I think I'm ready for that time. I'm right wing, but he lost my vote when he 180 of leasing. Oh, Lord. Let me look at some of this stuff. Okay. It says best wishes from London. What's going on? What's up, baby? Oh, Lord. Okay. It says, so I think you a Trump supporter. I'm assuming because of the hat. What do you think of Trump letting Qatar build a military outside of the soil? I don't think that's going to happen. Are you a time traveler? Yes, I am a time traveler. Thank you for asking. Yes, I am. Let's see what else we got here. It says when the list comes out. Okay, actually, who are you? Okay. And it says it's been since Lyndon Johnson became president. That's true. What about India? You already know what India is on. India is a goddamn animal. And India is, in the next 10 years, India will be number 4 in the world, number 3, maybe even number 2. India is lightning speed. I've never seen anything. It's a different base. India is a different base. I'm right wing, but but he lost my vote. Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. Okay, MAGA, bruh. Okay, listen. Guys, listen. You got to understand one thing about President Trump. President Trump did not want to be president. Let's talk about Trump a little bit. President Trump did not want to be the president of the United States. Okay, he did not. And unfortunately, where's my other little mic? Unfortunately, when he had to take this position and he had to become president, the president stood up and he said, okay, I'll do it. If I'm going to be president, he said, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to help America, the American people, okay? Country said, okay, hell, yeah, I never heard a nigga say nothing like that. If Trump said he going to do that, then let's see what he's going to do. So, okay, get in and damn, first 4 years, he ain't lying. He is looking out for us. Second time around, obviously, he loses the election, right? Now, all of the stuff that transpired during him losing the election is what is of concern to the present day, because a bunch of events went down that should not have went down, and black people co-signed them. Okay, we were a big part of using the power to impeach him twice. Black folks was a big part of getting the Russia investigation. We cooperated. Black men, on the other hand, was very, very quick and swift to support President Trump and say, wait, he's not racist. Okay. We love him. He's been in our music, he's been on our shows. We've dealt with him our entire life. This deal that the Democrats, the liberals have with black women, which was the same party who helped to put us out the fucking home. Black men, that's what happened. So black men was like, wait a minute, and we snapped. We was like, you know what? Nigga, y'all, we know y'all niggas. Y'all niggas rolled on us before. Y'all set it off on us before. The Democrats have shot up our block before. Black men said that. And now you looking to get us to help you take down some other whites. We was like, nah, we ain't doing that. On some training day joint. Remember in training day where Alonzo was trying to get the Bloods to help him out against the white boy? And the Bloods was like, yo, you did us dirty, cuz. Blood, we ain't finna help you. And he let the white boy whip his ass, didn't they? Black men did the same thing with the Democrats. Because of what you did to us, because of how you did us dirty, black men stepped back and was like, yo, I don't, when you ask us, I don't think there was no Russia investigation. If you ask us, we don't think Trump had nothing to do with that. When they came and they asked us, we said, man, we don't think Trump racist though. No, I'm saying, as a black man, I don't know. I don't know if I can go with that. And why your wife sitting up there, your mama just said he was. Why you ain't saying that? Well, I'm just saying black men was like, yeah, I don't think Trump racist like that. When he did something good for the community or the colleges, black men was like, yeah, man, Trump, he ain't racist, man. He trying to do this, he trying to do that. Again, the Democrats got mad because they can't control. Black men don't give a F about no Democratic Party. Y'all niggas ain't did nothing but gave us the crime bill and child support and all this other kind of foolishness so you can get her vote. So when it came to riding on white folks, black men was like, nah, I ain't riding cuz I'm good. I'm good. Well, black women is going with us. We going. We it's up. We like, go ahead, do your thing. And they did. They was running. They had everybody banging with them. Everybody was banging with them. They had the whole crew. You hear me? Black men were sitting there, and I told everybody, I said, listen, they got it all fucked up. Not all of these grooves, not all of these religions is gonna go down with it. Not all of the church. The black liberal church is gonna do it. But a lot of churches is gonna pull away from the black community. I said this. A lot of black men is gonna get divorced. They're gonna pull away from black women. A lot of these black men, their votes and their children and everything in the community is gonna lean right. I said that. I said that. It was coming. A revealing of the truth of the relationship of the black woman in America and the liberal Democratic Jewish Party is going to come to light. I said that. And it is here today. Kamala Harris, Fani Willis, Letitia James are just a few of the black women that have been used by this party, or not even maybe non-black women. I don't know what they are, but these are a few of the black women that the deep state has been able to use to come against the country at this point, to come against the presidency. So again, whenever you see a black woman going for Trump, first thing you want to know who this bitch is. Because they on some threatening shit, nigga. If you black, you better be Democrat. They ready to bang on a nigga. What you mean, fam? You ain't Democrat. What you doing in this neighborhood? What you doing on this block? You going for Trump? Who? That's how you supposed to be talked to if you not down. What you mean you don't believe in abortions like that? What you mean you don't eat fried chicken and go to the check cashing place, nigga? That's how you supposed to be talked to. I ain't going for none of that. I ain't going for none of that. I ain't talking crazy. I'm telling you what it is. I ain't going for none of that. I ain't going for none of that. Y'all already know what this is. We bringing black back. We're going to make the black community great again. I'm going to give me a hat. I got to get that made. Make the black community great again. Make blacks great again. That's what we need to do. Make black great again. And we're not going to do it following the Democrats and the liberals. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it using reverse racism, using reverse bigotry. We're not going to do it the wrong way. We're not. Don't waste your time. Continue to peak. Continue to be free from pain and suffering and hurt. Because right now, we're not free from it. We've let these people drag us to a low place. And now we're stuck there. If we don't have somebody to hate, somebody we want to kill, if we can't have a civil war, we're not interested. They've got black people thinking the only way you're going to get respect from black folks is if there's some sort of civil war, if he gives you some reparations, some 40 acres and a mule. I don't want black people growing up any further believing any of this stuff. I don't want black folks growing up concentrating on civil rights. I don't want black folk to have to grow up and concentrate on what somebody did to them. These children need to be free once and for all. And that's why I support Trump in this issue right here with making it illegal, going after teachers, going after school attendants and the Board of Education, all these other groups that are filtering into our children their rhetoric and their discussions and the things that they want done through our children, by our children, without our permission. And I just believe as black folks, we need to push back. We need to support the president on what issues mean something to black folk. This president has pushed for parents to be in control of their own children more than any other president I've ever seen in my life, at least in my lifetime. This president is always talking about taking power back for the parent, taking power back. Also, this Congress, this is one of the first Congress that I've seen that has pushed so hard on parental rights and parents controlling their children. This is a phenomenal thing. And so black folks need to consider those things. We need to consider why not look at what this president is saying. You know, black folks need to consider when the president is saying he don't want doctors or nurses to come in secretly to your children if they're in a hospital for a cold and ask them what sexual gender are they, and if they feel like they are in the wrong body. Like, this type of stuff has been going on and is going on presently that they're trying to stop. And, you know, for a president to lean his support in that way, you should, again, appreciate that. That's all we saying. Some things you got to appreciate. That's all we saying. Some things you got to learn to appreciate. I'll be back. We out.